What's up, guys? Over the last few weeks, I've been very fortunate to have some really great pedal companies share their pedals with me. And I thought, recently I was someone who just wanted to get the best tone I could from the amp and plug right in and maybe use a boost if I needed it in a wah-wah. Something really, really simple. You could throw it in the gig bag, you can show up to the gig. But I decided to put together a simple board with some simple sounds that would kind of give me everything I really needed and just still be a minimalist but rely on, just good effects doing their jobs. So I put together a little board. I'm going to walk you guys through it and give you some quick sounds. I figured it would be something cool to show you what I'm using. It'd be cool just to show you guys what I use. Like, I love looking at your pedal board, so I can give you a glimpse into what I'm using right now. And it's just really simple. It's really effective, and I'm happy with how it came out and how it sounds. So I'll just show you what I'm using, and then I'll light it up a little bit for you. Alright, so I just put together a quick little board here on a pedal train board. I'm using the Voodoo Labs Pedal Power 2 Plus underneath there with a bracket, so everything's held in place. So I start off, I plug into the Keeley bypass looper there, and I just use that as a kill in case something's wrong. And it's a direct true bypass, so it doesn't really get in the way of what the fuzz wants to do. And I'm plugged into the Jesse Davey KingTone Mini Fuzz. Now, this fuzz is really amazing, but also the DanDrive Veritas is really, really great. And Jesse's is a germanium and Dan's is silicon. So I keep both of them on the board, and I can plug Dan's in whenever I want, or plug Jesse's back in, however I want to do it. Out of that, I go into the Octaland, which is, really blown my mind, and I'm an Octavia junkie, and it just gives me a thick, fat Octavia tone, and I really, really enjoy it. And out of that, I go into my early 67 picture wah. It's my favorite wah. I've talked about it a little bit recently. It's just, it's amazing. It's been true bypassed, but other than that, it just has a really, really great iCar pot in there, and I try to keep that clean, and it just gives me all the tones from Hendrix to funk, anything I want, I have it right there. Coming out of the Vox, I go into the Blues Power. I just got this a couple days ago, and I've been doing videos on it nonstop because this is truly amazing. It's not an overdrive, it's a boost, but it works. It also works in conjunction with other pedals where it makes like a vibe sound bigger, and it makes the delay sound bigger, and it just makes everything sound huge. And being somebody that turns the amp up, I don't need a lot of overdrive or a lot of distortion from a pedal because my amp is already pushed really hard. So me boosting the amp kind of sends me into that, sustain where I need it, and the vibrato that I need. I can hold a note because the amp is already cooking for me. Those tubes are glowing, and I'm using the amp to its capacity by turning it up. So this is a really great pedal, and there is a feature video coming on it soon. I just want to do it justice and record it well, but it is on my board, and I'll take you guys through it more accurately in the video I do. So out of there, we go into the Mega Vibe. People have been asking me about vibes lately. The only modification I do to this is I change the volume pot out to kind of take care of the volume loss you may get. You may get slight volume loss from playing at different volumes. I go into EM5 delay. Seems to be pretty simple. Richie Peters, my buddy Fret Junkies, hooked me up with some settings that he likes. Just very faint and fattens up the tone. Into a Korg pitch black tuner, and that's it. That's my setup. Using cables from Pig Hog. They were nice enough to hook me up with some cables. And I said, everything runs on the Voodoo Labs. I set the fuzz voltage and the Octavia voltage because on the Voodoo Lab you can adjust them. I set them to 8.5 volts. And for the amp, I'm going to try to use a lot more this year. I missed it. My old friend, my Super Reverb. This was modified by Tommy Cougar. The normal channel has been deleted. The vibrato function has been deleted. It has high-powered speakers in it, new old stock tubes, and it is still, after all this time, my favorite amp. So that's it. That's what I'm using. That's the setup.
Wow.